It's just a kind of, what do you mean? It's just a carryover. But here he goes. He's in the, join the grid now. He's clicked the green button and he is ready to go. It's a standing start here in the GT3, something we're not used to, but it's one of those talking points. But we are just about ready to go racing, and here we go, ladies and gentlemen. Great start from Dan Smith. He's absolutely left Seymour off the line. They're going to filter down, and Seymour is just dropping down through the field. The Ferrari's got an absolutely terrible start. Now he's just buried in the pack. There's a Mustang on his outside that's going to have to serve a slowdown penalty as well, so he'll at least get that position back. But wowee, what a start there from Seymour. Just absolutely diabolical stuff from first all the way down to sixth. Dan Smith is now in control of the race. He's got Garth Duffy behind. Ryan Ferber sits in third. Matt Webber's had a great start into fourth position. Then we've got Chambers, Oliver and Seymour just in front of Matt Munro there in eighth position. Parkinson in ninth, and Cooper Nathan's dropped down a position into P10 as well. But as you see them now all filing down the back straight, single file they go, and fair enough, you don't want to be going too wide down into turn 8 there as we go. Here's turn 9, the famous hairpin. Very hard to get it pulled up. Will we see any sends here on the first lap? It looks like they're all being pretty sensible. Not a great start for Seymour, and he's just, I think the pressure of the situation might just be getting to him a little bit. Oh, what's happened here? They've turned him around. That's it. That's Chambers around. Dante Oliver having a sneaky look up the inside into the final turn, and that has absolutely caused a traffic backup here. Matt Munro side by side now down into turn 1. This is going to be dicey stuff, but he gets the nose in first, and he will go up a couple of positions there. Beautiful stuff. And David Chambers now, the cork in the bottle after that spin. His wheels will be nice and toasty. Here comes Seymour up the inside. There could be contact here. There is. It's an absolute pile-up. Oh, we saw it coming from a mile away. Zach O'Reilly, disaster there at turn 3.
Poor from Seymour there, ladies and gentlemen. That was way too ambitious, and he's just sitting there as guilty as charged, and he's just going to let everyone go through, because there is no way you're going to turn anywhere into that corner once the field is through. That's when they can do it. And poor old David Chambers, they just went from that to worse positions there. Nearly cut off the back there of Kazwini as well too. Oh boy, let's look at this. It all started from that little pile up at turn 12 in fact. To come out the other side. Now this is Seymour, just way too ambitious under brakes. Missed his marker completely. Bushka into the side of Seymour. That turned around another car as well. 3 or 4 cars involved. Payrax there just parked up, waiting for the next punt to come his way.
As I say that, Bradley Cairns is out there in the Lamborghini, the lonely Lambo, up there in a nice little 4-car battle here. We've got Kobe Marshall at the back of this. We don't see Kobe this far down. He must have missed the start, got sort of held up in all the rubbish that we're seeing there in that massive pile-up. I tell you what, poor old Seymour is going to be copping a bit there. Clayton Lewis with the super chat. Thank you very much. He says, hope Cooper makes a comeback. Well, where is he? Down there in, he's in 32nd position here at the moment, sitting in the pits, getting repaired. So I don't like his chances here. He might make a few places up around the cars that also had to come in and make a pit stop. But I tell you what, that's pretty much his race done and dusted there. But we see Bradley Cairns getting the job done on that Porsche as well. So he goes up. Here comes Kobe Marshall having a look around the outside into the final turn. Oh, that's an awkward spot for a slowdown. I think he was just trying to get into the pits there in the McLaren. That was Wade Georgeson. Let's go down the order here because it's Kobe Marshall again. He's got the Aston in front of him. Almost contact. We saw that lap ago. These guys don't learn sometimes.
No, not into the end of the staircase section. It's just a little bit hairy. And as we said before, grandma lip style. And I'm telling you, at this point in time, these boys just need to settle down and just get into the rhythm. It's a long race. We've got 54 minutes to go, and it's still a long way to go. Kobe Marshall is the pace setter. He was right up there. We saw him the other night in the V8 Supercar Gen 3s at Nordschleife between himself and another driver. I can't remember his name. Geez, he was racy, and he's looking racy here too, just defending now for his life. So he's got all the opportunity in front of him now with a bit of gap there. The timing tower is just starting to sort itself out maybe, but this is a good one here from Merchant. He's under threat there. Straight up the inside goes Armstrong. The old bicep curl has just come to him here, ladies and gentlemen. He's supersetted him straight up the inside. Thank you very much, says Bradley, in that Monster Energy GT3 AMG, and that is a beautiful, beautiful move. Get himself into the bit of clean air now. Ignore what's happening in the background. Focus on that Porsche in front of him.
Evening, Bradley Cairns. thank you, mother, for the rabbits. Look up there in the front there. It's Kobe Marshall just pulling out of the slipstream of Josh Bennett. He's going to send it up the inside here at turn 9, getting the job done nicely in that Ferrari. And he will go racing one more time. The yellow lights ablaze at the front as well. So Kobe Marshall released from the shackles there of that Porsche. And look at the gap he's put on him now already. We've seen this guy before. He's a speedy customer, folks. He's better than 15th. Don't you worry about that. He'll start his journey cutting his way through the field.
Look at this for a feisty battle pack. Kobe Marshall is all over it here. He's got the erection in front of him, and that is pretty damn spicy a place to be. If you got a red-black Ferrari behind you with 325 up the inside, goodness me, that's ambitious. Got a job done there, unlike Seymour did, and fantastic stuff. Beautiful aggression there from Kobe Marshall. Gets the job done. Rogers shut himself, and right behind him now is going to be Helen Justice as well. So he's throwing the gavel at this point in front of him, and it's going racing over turn 1 out the other side of the centre. It's chicane we go and fight on, but Kobe Marshall is just setting the pace here, really hammering down on that accelerator pedal with the beautiful setup underneath that Ferrari.
Yeah, picking them off one by one. He's finally up to where he started off. Well, he started off in P15 and he's up to 13th at the moment on my well, now 14th. Who knows what's going on? We need to really try and fix that. I thought I did, ladies and gentlemen, but it's Merchant now on the back of Dino Wright again. He's managed to get past, or his sister Mercedes has managed to get past. Now it's his turn to have a crack at the Porsche. Oh, this could be it. A little bit of a mistake there from the Porsche. That's going to invite Merchant just a little bit closer on, and possibly a dive coming here into the final turn. Is he close enough? Maybe not. That Porsche seems to have really good traction there out of turn 11. Now into 12, 13 and 14. The final one here. Nose to tail. Here we go. One more lap of this battle here, ladies and gentlemen. Starting to spice up at the front as well. The top two separated by not much. Top three, indeed. Actually, they're all a few car lengths in front of each other. Matt Webber, though, under attack here from Olivia. Oh, no, we've seen it. That's twice now. 2 strikes for Oliver. I'll tell you what, the old olive tree has been absolutely cut down here in the moment, and the stewards will be doing their best to give him a little quali ban next week, I'm sure, for that kind of behaviour.
Find out very shortly, but Dan Smith is now trying to fight his way through. In fact, he's copped the slowdown himself. He's just going to let Ferber go, and straight into P2 he goes. Oh, there's a Mustang around again, and that is merely a disaster. That is the massive risk-taking manoeuvre there from all of them. That is a wingless Mustang that we saw before, trying to skip his way back through the field. Well, let's have a look what happened here, because there they are. The Mustang is just sitting there with no wing, trying to circulate his way around turn 8 at 100 mile an hour. There goes Ferber up the inside, and there is that Mustang up the inside. Nearly, look at that. So close there from Dan Smith. A dead set shit the bed moment there. That'll be a dry cleaning bill straight to the sponsors after that one for the race suit. It's looking very fruity here with Coelho. He's just dead set trying to race around here with a guy who was 58,000 seconds quicker than him per lap. In Kobe Marshall, who is charging his way through the field. He's done it all race here, all 20.5 minutes. He's fought, and he's on the edge here of a top 10 is Kobe. The orange lights, yellow lights are on that Ferrari, and it's looking very racy into the staircase. Look at the pace he's just got. He's got advantage over advantage. Yellow's just a sitting duck here coming out of turn 7, I reckon. And maybe Marshall will just bide his time, not take a risky move into any of these tight right-handers, left-handers, you name it, and just fire it out with the rate of attrition coming his way, and maybe get Coelho before the end of this lap.
Yeah, third race distance now. And as we've seen, the Porsches are really good out of slow turns. They've got that extra weight over the rear wheels with that engine being so far back on the chassis. So it's going to take some strategic... oh, no, don't worry about that. Just lick the stamp and send it. Here goes Marshall up the inside of turn 9. He wasn't close enough, but made it close enough. Through he goes. Coelho saw him coming, left just enough room for a Ferrari to fit through there on the inside, and away he goes. But really smart driving there from Coelho. Really, he saw it coming. He knew it was coming, and he probably knows that his fight's not with Marshall there as well. Almost centre punching the back of that Ferrari for a little bit of payback, but he goes on about his race, and so does this man. And now he's got Jacob Smith in the bright yellow Mustang there to deal with. You see him clattering across the curbing there through turns 1 and 2. Here comes Marshall. He's going to have another go up here at turn 4. It's probably not wise. He's going to have to sit behind this guy now through the rest of the staircase, and I assume the move will be coming at turn 9 as he did last lap.
Yeah, he's looking pretty strong through this section. He's just got that thing dialed in on the front end. The slip angle on the rear is very good too. Just slow in, fast out, that method that he did. And that is beautiful. Look at that. See you later, alligator. That is just full-on past the shooter driver there of Agent Smith V2. And Kobe Marshall will get 9th place. That's the place he's wanted to be in the whole race. And now he has got a good 3 seconds up the road of clean air in front of him. That guy, Dan Merchant, in front. So how far can this man get? He's going to get himself into the top 5 by prediction by the end of this one. Get your predictions in the chat for a top 5, ladies and gentlemen, because if you do correct get the top 3 correct, it's an on-stream challenge for you boys. Line astern in order for the podium. You will get yourselves a Simsational TV shirt in the mail. Lick the stamp, send it, give us a DM if you are a winner, but you have to put it in the chat there and predict it, and we'll see if you're right.
Yeah, you got to predict it before the end of the race too. Yes. That's probably
end of the race.
A good thing to yeah, can't do it in the last lap. Got to actually be done in the next 30 seconds. Otherwise, we cannot accept that with the half or third of the race gone already.
We'll but 25,
yeah, 25. That's the cutoff. Get it in, ladies and gentlemen. Top 5 prediction, and you get a free Simsational T-shirt, some STV merch coming at ya, fresh off the press.
But Cooper Nathan now just has to get past these guys. Hope to get himself further up the grid from where he started, obviously in 9th place. Goodness me, he was just dead set caught in it, and fair dinkum, unbelievable. Carnage left, right and centre for that man, but he's looking for a move here. This is the very, very risky stuff. 2 wide's never going to work. There's Cassini into the wall with a big overlap, and they're punched to each other. See you later, alligator. That was coming from a mile away. Oh, porn star style, and there's Cooper Nathan's night done. He is completely sent into the barrier. The tyre is dead. He's trying to reverse the thing out, but boy, oh boy, that man just had an absolute mare. Unlike that Greek god on screen, but look at this. This is just silly driving for both of them. None of them blinked. That was Cassini just trying to do a Porsche around the outside, but M&M style. See you later, alligator. And now it's just like looking at each other going, what in the piss are you doing, me old son? Get out of the car, get off the track, and let me go racing, for Christ's sake. Here's the Greek god, Chris.
Yeah, that was, well, we saw the move happen before for the top of the tree. But down there at the back, you've got to be very careful going up the inside of someone at turn 8. Here goes Marshall down on the inside of turn 9. He loves that. Very good under brakes. He is in that Ferrari, and the Cooper Nathan cheer squad in the chat are not happy. Turn 8 strikes again, says Primballs. Clay Lewis, Cooper has been so unlucky. He had the move done pretty much, but it was Quazzini that he kind of spooked him on the way in, and Quazzini couldn't quite handle himself through turn 8, ended up slapping the outside barrier and turning around right in front of Cooper. So
look, he's right beside him. 1, 2, 3, 4.5 seconds still there. Thinks he could get it done. What are you doing, me old son? No one gets through there in real life. I don't know what you thought you could do there with talent. I'm giving you a full basting, Quazzini. Back to the drawing board, my old son, and think about it for next round.
We'll see. Watch this space. Down here, though, it's Chambers on the back of Team Right. The 2 Porsches here. We're going to go again side by side through turn 8. Hold your hats, folks. Anything could happen here. Same thing. Off the wall, but manages to keep it straight. Wowee. I thought we were in store for another disaster there.
That was hairy stuff again. Very, very ambitious. But he came out the other end. That Porsche has got grip. That was Chambers who did that move around the outside, mind you. I'm pretty sure early on in the race. There's a car. That's Matt Munro involved too. Oh, no. That is huge impact there for Matt Munro. He's reversing down the track. He's trying to J-turn it and slaps into the barrier in the meantime. That's going to be damage repair straight down to the pits. He's just punched that thing in the arse. Oh, geez, that's some Saturday night action there for Matt Munro on a Tuesday. But goodness gracious me, let's see what happened to him. He's come out of the hairpin. He's a little bit slow here. In fact, it looks like he's just struggling here already. He's just trying to find his way back through out of this side, and he's going to absolutely loop it himself. So I reckon there's been something nefarious there for Munro already. But he's trying to loop it and straight into Duff. Oh, my goodness me. That is a worst possible position for Duff and for Munro. Disaster to 2 cars now. Very, very unfortunate on their own accords, and Duff man's just having an absolute nightmare. Goodness me.
Yeah, just cold tyres straight out of the pit lane. He's on his outlap. And ladies and gentlemen, you on the cold tyres, you really got to be tiptoeing around until they come up to temp and pressure. So you could see him just, I think he had a big old slide into turn 9, and those tyres were starting to just be a little bit spongy. And then it was out of turn 11 where he just looped it around, and that was it. Poor rejoin and all. Took out the Duff man, whose night goes from bad to worse. And both of those guys out of contention tonight. hitting the showers early, as the great man would say.
He's just been edged here, and at any point here, it's going to come out, and he's probably going to get the wet handkerchief out, bite it for a couple of extra seconds, because here comes Chambers. He's waving his wand Wingardium Leviosa style. He's gone for the move here, sent it up the inside here of turn 9. Easy as you like. Thank you, mother, for the rabbits, he says, and I'll take that position. Beautiful stuff from David Chambers, and nearly overshot it on the entrance there. Had to check up big corner. Luckily, though, survives out the other side. Rogers knows his place in the track, and Chambers, beautiful stuff. After all of that, dead set nearly last. He's fought his way back to 9th. Only 2 positions from where he started this race. Cracking stuff. Nearly a DODT nomination there for me.
Almost, yeah. I'd say, oh, geez, up 23 positions, Ortner, but he hasn't pitted yet. Brad Armstrong up 22 and possibly more. Speaking of battles, though, these two still at it again. It's right now that is on the back of Justice after being on the other side of that fence there before. He's going to, Justice has to go defensive. And there's another of the Porsches chimed in as well. It's a 3-way Porsche battle here for position. Are they going to go 3 wide? It's Ortner looking for a way through, just weaving his way down the straight. Justice has a slight overlap into turn 1. This is going to be very dicey stuff. That's going to be a track cut for Dean Wright. Now it's Justice's turn to sling it up the inside here at turn 3. Here comes Ortner having a look. Jesus Christ. Bumping door to door there. Here comes Ortner up through. Now they're going to go almost 3 wide. That's 2 again. But Dean on the inside just holding strong here at the moment. But Justice gets past. Serves that Justice penalty. And here comes Ortner just freight training his way through. Poor old Deanie Wright's dropped 2 positions in about 4 corners.
Oh, look at this. There's 5 Porsches. Oh, no. Contact between the 2 of them. That's right. And Ortner now nearly a side draft there. That 20 car is just out of the position. He needs to yield and get right out of the way because here comes Cole Douglas as well. Well, no, sorry. Ortner's there as well. And they've all got through. Oh, big crash. That is it. See you later, alligator. Ortner's gone. That is huge implications. Justice has just absolutely sunk to the high heavens. The criminals have been see you later, alligator behind him. And look what happened here. Don't tell me Garth Duff's involved in this too. Oh, there it is. Smacko. See you later. He's told Douglas is out. See you, Gonskis. Poor old bastard. Just a written off Porsche in that one. Holy mackerel. Garth Duff has tried to get his way through. Justice has come out in the best possible place. I'm telling you, for him, he'll be loving life here with only a minute to go in this race. And that is dead set. Another turn 8 disaster. He's driven the absolute tits off this thing. He will be your winner by an absolute country mile. In fact, slides it out of there. He is stoked that he has finished this one in P1 by a country mile. 9 seconds is a gap between himself. Dan Smith taking absolute bow. That was a domination, a racecraft precision drive from you. And that is just putting the stamp back onto this championship and saying, boyos, come and catch me, because it is now even Stevens between himself and this man Ferber, who comes across in 2nd place. A good drive from him too, kept out of all the nonsense. And Oliver with his podium position just by the whisker of his pubic hair area gets himself into P3, and Parkinson just behind and gives him a flash of appreciation for 4th place. 1/10 separated those two. And the rest of them, well, Timing Tower's telling me different things, Chriso, but I think here it's going to be Kobe Marshall who gets 5th.
Yeah, wow, great drive from Kobe, up from 15th, up into 5th place. Brad Armstrong up 22 as well. He will finish, in P6 there in the Mercedes. Great drive from him from the very back. Jacob Smith in 7th position has finished the race. David Chambers as well.
No worries at all. But we've got to give a Driver of the Day award out, Chriso, before we depart. And I'm going to give it to one Kobe Marshall, because that bloke started in the pit lane and ended up in P5. That has got to be some sort of performance from that guy. That's my vote. You can take it away, but I'll give it to you if that's the case.
Nah, happy with that.
Happy with that one. Beautiful.
Yeah,
well,
mate.
Driver of the Day goes to him. Champ Street is going to go to Mr. Whitesnake himself, Johnny Sykes, out there as well. He gets that one. But we're out. We're Dunskies, I think, Chriso. It's time for us to go and refill our own condiments and get some catering from the South Australian government there in the way of some shots. And I'm not talking vaccines, ladies and gentlemen. We're going to be out there. So thank you very much to everyone for tuning in tonight. It's been a cracker of a race here at Adelaide. Did not disappoint. Action up and down the field, crashes, you name it. We had it all here tonight. But for us here at Simsational TV, it's a big thank you to everyone for watching. Our name right sponsors, Speed Nation, SDT, Bilco Pack, ARD Importing as the name right sponsors of this broadcast. And to all of our subscribers and the super chatter out there, Mr. I think it was Clay Lewis as well for that one. Thank you for the $2. And for everyone else there, it's good afternoon, good evening, and good night. And until tomorrow, tune in to the Wednesday Cup. It's coming your way back on the stream. Awesome, exciting action in those Geminis. Tune in tomorrow night from 7:45, 50-ish Australian daylight time. But for us here in the commentary box, Christopher Munro, who always puts the M in magnificent and puts the second M in mudflap with his haircut. Goodness me, that is a royal crime in itself. But I've been Zach O'Reilly, and guess what? You're not. And we'll see you next time here on Simsational TV. It's been a broadcast and a production by Simsational TV as well. Until next time, ladies and gentlemen, you know what to do. Keep it flat out.